这位如今最炙手可热的建筑师，在41岁之前，竟然没有一项设计得以建成。他也一度被戏称为纸上谈兵的建筑师。
Most heard of comments on your early works was that it is impossible to build. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was actually a rather ignorant and naive comment, because I think that it was the first time they saw the drawings for the peak in Hong Kong. That's when it came out. It was a shock. Yeah. They had not, it's not that they haven't seen anything like it. We had not, at the time, in the 80s, if you defy the way you draw a building or the way you draw the plan, they thought it was not possible. But I think that then they had also lost faith in the dream. You know, they did not believe that
you can make things
you
happen.
can make things happen, or you can do fantastic stuff. Because I think there was so much commercialism. And they forgot that the sort of, the world was really based on these grand projects.
Well, but obviously, technically, it adds to the difficulty of construction itself. Taking the example of the Guangzhou Opera House that you designed, I learned that no two steel parts are identical, and even more complicated than the bird nest in Beijing.
You know, I think now you could achieve complexity because of computing. You know, I think if you do a public building, you nest it into a space, you need to interpret it in such a way. It's not the same as building an office building, you know, you don't have...
but did it take extra effort to convince your clients to accept the idea?
No, I don't think so.
And usually it comes with excessive costs. I learned the criticism against the Cortex Center in London, although it's extremely beautiful, but I learned it's 3 times over the budget.
Well,
so when you think about the cost...
These things, you know, as you well know, the press like to, you know, say these things without really knowing what it should have cost.
But it's not some of the problems that you should care for, right?
No, we do care about cost, because with all our clients. But I mean, you cannot have a budget for a shed and you want to, you know, build something which is more specific.
You get what you deserve, right?
You know, you can't have, you know, they're not the same.
But it required some courage to present your designs to your potential clients and be put down again and again and again. And you didn't have even single thought of giving up at that time? No. Wow.
I really enjoyed the work a lot. It was very difficult. It was very difficult financially. It was very difficult. But I was teaching, you know, I was teaching and lecturing everywhere. So I had enough income to carry on.
Are you willing to compromise if one of your clients would approach you and say, Zaha, I love your drawing, I love the design, but could you compromise by cutting this thing off?
Well, I don't think I mean, compromising is not necessarily, I think you can develop a product if you have given time to reinterpret it. We all know cost or time is a factor in making a project. So we're not the kind of office where we say, no, we only build this and we don't. You know, we're always trying to
discuss
accommodate and discuss. But the critical thing, you have to have the idea of the project has to remain intact, or you have to have another idea. You know, sometimes the client wants a particular idea, but it doesn't match the expectations or whatever, so you have to adjust it.
不妥协的性格、火爆的脾气、偏执的个性，扎哈·哈迪德的身上总是充满矛盾和争议。更为重要的是，他的建筑是如此与众不同，总会得到狂热赞美和大家指责2种极端评价。曾经有人这样形容他的设计，仿佛就是一个面团被随便捏了几下，然后放在烤炉里烤一下。喜欢他的人赞叹他那扭曲成麻花状的建筑背后隐藏的数学美感，不喜欢他的人则批评他标新立异。然而，无论是爱他还是恨他，扎哈都像是在自己轨道上运行的星球。他说：“我不遵循任何规则，或者说，我只遵循我自己的规则。”
I read so many press reports about you, and they all feature you as a woman, forceful and confident, and very sure about yourself.
I had the confidence in the work. I really thought the work could go somewhere. Of course, in oneself, you can't be that confident because, you've been put down so many times. You can get confidence because, the way maybe you're brought up, or, people who your peers support you, or friends, people who work with you, they give you the energy and the confidence to carry on.
Well, we tried to check with some of your colleagues and assistants, and they say that in your office, the sentence that you speak the most of the time is that I'm not happy with this.
Well,
so always not happy with the things that they prepare for you?
I'm very self-critical. And it's not good enough if when people think they've done something brilliant. I know that it could be better, and it has to be pushed. So we have to redo things all the time. And that's okay. I mean, that's, it's my prerogative, let's say, to spend more money on office time, on design, than on many other people.
Now you have more than 300 people working for you. How many projects at one time?
I don't know. I think maybe 40, 50, I don't know.
40.
I never count.
So you're actually working 24 hours a day?
Well, more or less. I mean, you think about architecture all the time.